Hello people, welcome back to my channel. This is Sew with Pivots. So today we'll be learning how to make this beautiful crop top with a front tie belt. So enjoy as you watch. If you love what you're seeing, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead. So we made this with just 1 yard of chiffon fabric. So I folded my fabric into two. First of all, I'm cutting the back piece. So I'm using the back bodice to cut the front. And the length of this my back bodice is 18 inches, then plus 2 inches allowance for folding because we'll be needing a belt casing. So I added 2 inches. So the width of our fabric is 11.5 inches. So let's head over to our measurements. Next, we'll measure our shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 14 divided by 2 is 7 plus ½ inch because we are adding sleeve. So I ruled a straight line. Then I took my ½ inch shoulder slope. From that point, I'll go ahead to measure my armhole measurement, which is 7.5. The neck width I'm working with is 3 inches, while the depth for this back bodice is 1 inch. I'll just connect it like this. Now to our chest measurement. My chest measurement is 38 divided by 4 is 9.5 plus 2 inches allowance, which is 11.5. My waist measurement is 34 inches divided by 4 is 8.5. Then plus 2 inches, which is 10.5. So I'll go ahead and connect it together. Please pardon my chalk. I had to use this chalk so that you can see clearly. So we connect our shoulder slope. And next, I folded my allowance so that I can cut. So I went ahead to cut. Please don't forget to measure your armhole. Since this is the back armhole, I came in by 1.5. Yes, but for the front, you just use 1 inch and it's perfect. So this is what we have after cutting. I also went ahead to notch that sewing allowance point. Now for us to get our front bodice, I brought in another piece which is on fold. Meanwhile, this piece is 2.5 inches more than our back bodice piece. So I went ahead to mark out my 2.5 and then I ruled a straight line. Let me turn it so that you can see it clearly. Now I will place my back bodice on that line and then go ahead and cut. I slashed open our center front. Then for the neck, I went ahead to mark the width we had. I just marked it out. After cutting, I'll remove the back bodice and then get my front depth neckline, which is 3 inches here. Then I connect it. So I'll go ahead and fold this 2.5 inch in so that I can cut out the neckline. And then I went ahead to notch. And this is what we have. So the next thing I did was to bring my back piece and then place my front bodice on it and then join the shoulders. I went ahead to sew it. This is it after sewing. This is it. Next, we head over to that 2.5 inches we left. I went ahead to iron paper stay on it to give it structure. Remember, we are working with a chiffon fabric. So I folded it in by 1/2 inch like this. Then I folded it again by 1 inch like this. I did this for both sides and went ahead to sew. This is what we have after sewing it. Next, I joined my sides. I used 1 inch allowance to join it. After joining the sides, I'll go ahead to work on the collar. So what I did was to bring my collar together and then I measured what I have there. I had 11.25 inches. So I went ahead to get a straight piece of fabric for my collar piece, which measures 8 inches in width and 24 inches in length. I folded it into two, then folded it into two again. After folding, our neck width is going to be 4 inches. Now on this open side, we are going to measure what we got for our collar, which is 11.25. So we'll add 1/2 inch seam allowance, which is 11.75. Then on the upper side, we took 12 inches. So I'll draw a slanted line like this. And then I'll cut it out. So this is what we have. I still went ahead to iron paper stay on it for structure. So I'll fold it into two. Let me flip the other side. So this is it. So this is what we have. Then I went ahead to fold in 1/2 inch. And then I'll sew the two sides. I'll sew here and then here. This is what we have after sewing. So I'll turn it inside out. The next thing I'll do is to get the midpoint of this collar piece. Notch. Next, we get the midpoint of our bodies also, and then notch. So after notching, we are going to mark, I'll mark that place out so that you can see it. This is my midpoint. So I'll now place the midpoint of my collar piece. And then I'll go ahead to sew it from here up to the end. And I'll also do same on the other side too. So this is what we have after sewing it. So I went ahead to turn it. So the next thing I'll do is to push in this allowance showing this it. I'll push it in, then use my collar to cover it up, then I will sew. So this is what we have after sewing it up. So I'm trying to arrange it. So next we are going to be working on the belt casing. So I used my iron to iron that 2 inches out. So I went ahead to fold in by 1/2 inch. Then I folded in again by 1.5 inch. Then I sewed it. So this is what we have. So you can see it has an opening here, and it also has another opening on the other side. This is it here. Now for our belt or our rope piece, the width is 4 inches while the length is about 58 inches. So we're going to get the two edges together. We bring them together like this. Then we fold, and then we create a slanted line, just a little slanted line, like you can see me doing. So I'll just go ahead and sew it. So since we are passing this into our bodies, I sewed and left an opening at the middle. So that's where I'll be turning it out from. Then after turning it out, I can close that opening. So I went ahead to iron it after turning it out. Then I used my safety pin to pass it. So we are going to pass it into the belt casing we created. Please, if you are enjoying this tutorial up to this point, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Okay, so this is what we have. So I'm just trying to adjust it. You can adjust it as much as you want. So this is what we have, looking beautiful already. So I'll go ahead to fix in my button and then create buttonholes. I think I'll teach you how to create buttonholes in another video. So let's continue. Now for the sleeve piece, the length of my fabric is 22 inches while the width is 8 inches. Please, as much as you can use more for the length. You can decide to use like maybe 44 or even 60 so that you can get enough volume. I didn't really get the volume I wanted, but anyway, that was because I was using just 1 yard. So I'll fold this into two, then fold again like this. We are cutting the two sleeves together. So on the hem side, I'm going to measure 3 inches. Then on this other side, you can decide to measure 1.5 or 2 inches. So I use 2 inches. You now connect it in a kind of curvy way and then cut it out. So this is what we have. So I'll fold it into two, then I'll run a gather stitch from here. And this is it. So you go ahead to spread it out the way it will be enough for your sleeve. Then join the sides. So I'll go ahead to fix in my sleeve. So this is it. I matched here where I have the joining to this other place where I have the joining. And then I turned it like this and sewed it all round. And this is what we have. Our crop top is looking so beautiful. Will you be making yours anytime soon? Please let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe, okay? Thank you so much for watching. So let's put it on the mannequin and see what it looks like over there. So here we go. This is it on the mannequin. So I just did a little video and my camera kept on changing the color. So this is it. So let me tie it so that you can see. I wanted you to have a clearer view. So this is what it looks like. Then I will tie it as much as I want. You can see it. So you can decide to make yours longer or shorter. I think shorter will be better, but this is what I am comfortable with. So thank you.